Here we go. Manager RJPLAYSbadly is back, and this time he's with Newcastle. Okay, so for this we're going to pretend pretty much that Mike Ashley is gone and there's some new board members. We haven't done any financial takeovers or anything, but we are just going to go straight into a Newcastle career mode with an open mind and trying to get them back to a force in English football. So before we go any further, I just want to give you a bit about the rules and how it's going to work. Okay, so there's going to be 3 episodes per season. Episode 1 will be the summer transfer window. Episode 2 will be from the end of the summer transfer window all the way out to January. Episode 3 will then be the January transfer and finishing off the season. Okay, 2 rules there. We will be allowed to sign 5 players per transfer window maximum. You can sell as many as you want, as many youth academy players as you like, but 5 players signed from other clubs. And the other rule is that you can only physically play 1 match per calendar month. Okay, all the rest are going to be interactive simmed, and you will see the goals for both teams from the clubs during the episodes. So let's carry on. So the first thing to do, that I like to do anyway, in every career mode is go straight in and check out the squad. Okay, so we know Joe Linton's not playing very well in real life, but he has got a decent potential on FIFA. Callum Wilson is a pretty good player on FIFA as well. The Longstaff brothers are actually probably who I'm going to start at centre mids, because they both have good potential. So if we put them both in, I think they've got like 85 and 82 potential between them. So we're going to start them off. Almiron is probably going to be one of the players making way out of the club, because we're going to play a flat 4-4-2. So we don't need someone. He's 26 as well, so he's probably peaking at his value sort of thing at what he is now. The right mid spot, we're going to put Jeff Hemrick in there for now. It's not great either way looking at him or Richie. We've got Murphy as well, but Murphy's not much better. So I think the right mid spot is going to be one that we definitely look to improve straight away. With the defence, we've got Shah, we've got Fernandez, we've got Lascelles. Okay, so we're actually going to do this kind of based on age, really. So if you look down here, you can see Lascelles is 26, Shah is 28, Fernandez is 31. Okay, so we're actually going to start with Shah and Lascelles here. In goal, we're obviously going to go for Dubravka, who is actually a decent Premier League keeper to start with. And Jamal Lewis, the new signing, is obviously going to go in at left back, sitting in there with a 83 potential. So we'll be looking very good. The right back spot, I haven't actually thought about this one yet. So Manquillo's 26, so he's not getting any younger. And he's actually got a potential of 78. But then we've got Kraft, the quite new signing, who actually seems to be pretty good in real life. But he is actually 25 years old. He's 74 overall, so he's one worse at the moment. But he also has a potential of 77, so he's actually lower. So for now, we're going to keep Manquillo. But that right-hand side of the pitch is definitely going to be somewhere we need to look at strengthening. So what I always do now is I'll save this as a team sheet. So we know for our starting 11, we want a right mid and a right back. But now I always go into team sheets. I make a second team sheet, just call it number 2. And then this is going to be like our cup side, or players that we want but aren't always going to be used. So Andy Carroll, with his age, he's not really going to be worth anything, but he could be useful in the cup. Dwight Gale the same, 77 pace with 74 overall, so he can go in. Okay, Matt Ritchie will go in here, but whatever right mid we sign, we'll either keep Ritchie or Hendrick, probably Hendrick just for the younger age, and sell on the other. With the midfield 2, we're actually going to put in Shelvey, and we'll put in Hayden for now. And we might have to buy another one, we might not. We might be able to convert his position. If not, we'll sell Hayden and get a new one in. Left mid, we're actually going to go for new signing Ryan Fraser, I think, and Atsu can make his way out of the club as well. Left back, we've currently got Lazar, who isn't great, so left back for a sub we might need to have a look. We're obviously going to go Fernandez. We'll probably either go Kieran Clark or Dummett, whoever's younger. So Dummett is making his way into the second team as well, and of course Kraft is going to come in here. We'll put Darlow in for now, just so we know he's our second keeper, but we'll probably play Dubravka in most of the games anyway. But yeah, so that's the first thing we're going to do, and now we're going to go and just assign some development plans. Right, so here we are on the squad hub. We have just gone through and given everyone a development plan that has better potential than they currently are. We're just going through and we're going to delegate some of these renewals. We might leave Dwight Gale for now because we might actually sign another sub-striker with some good potential and maybe swap out Carroll or Gale to the bench all the time, or sell one on. So we've also put some people up for sale, such as Jacob Murphy, all of the cams in the club apart from this Elliot Anderson, who we've set to go out on loan. We've also got Joe Willock on loan, who is just going to sit on the bench and come on in some games. So the Longstaff's got a new potential. Joe White, who has good potential actually, is loan listed as well. We're going to actually list Christian Atsu for transfer. Hayden, we're going to list for transfer because I do want to bring in another centre mid. And other than that, Kieran Clark's gone up for sale. Lejeune, when he comes back, will go up for sale when he comes back from his loan. And we actually found out our sub left back Lazar is going to go up for sale because he's actually 28 and 66 overall. So for us, he's going to be pretty useless. And lastly, Mark Gillespie is up for sale as well because he's 28. And we don't really need a third keeper, and Freddie Woodman's got decent potential, so when he comes back he can come into the rotation. But yeah, so that's what we do. Now we will be back when we have signed some players. So, one thing I forgot to mention is that we on FIFA 21 career mode you have your youth academy, but you already have some players in there. So as you can see for Newcastle, we're not going to be interested in Al Matari because he's just not good enough, so we're going to release him. But we said we're going to look into bring in a backup striker. Well, Matthew Drew is probably the future star that you get when you pre-order the game. So I'm going to go ahead and sign to the first team Matthew Drew, and I'm actually considering playing him instead of Callum Wilson. For the other three, I'm just going to go ahead and assign them a development plan. We're also going to go back into the main squad and assign Matthew Drew a development plan. But that saves us some money. That means we can sell either Dwight Gale or Andy Carroll, or keep one of them on the bench. Signing number one, the 20-year-old, 75 overall right midfielder, Mana Solomon from Shakhtar Donetsk. Coming in alongside his former Shakhtar teammate Solomon is Dodo, the 21-year-old right back with an 84 potential for £8.4 million. Signing number 3 of this transfer window is young left back from Man United, Reece Devine, for £1 million. 62 overall, which is not great, but 78 potential. And for £1 million, we're guaranteed to make a profit on him once he develops. So that is a temporary fix for our sub left back position. Signing number 4, Dylan Levitt, another Man United graduate, 1.3 million as a future investment for that centre midfield as a backup. And our first sale of the transfer window, Kieran Clark is going to Real Sociedad for 6 million. And another sale, Miguel Almiron is going to Ajax for 17.5 million. Another sale, Christian Atsu to Atletico Mineiro for 2.2 million. And out the door, Federico Fernandez for 6.5 million, meaning we're going to need another centre-back as our 5th and final signing. And out the door, Isaac Hayden to FC Porto for 15 million. And our final signing of the summer transfer window is Alessandro Bastoni from Inter Milan for 23 million. A young 21-year-old centre-back with 77 overall with 86 potential. And two more outgoings. Jacob Murphy is going to Levante for 2.65 million and Manquillo is going to Granada for 6.7. And Matt Ritchie is sold to Cagliari for 5.9 million. And Henry Xavier sold to Zolt Waregem for 640k. And there we go, that is going to be episode 1. We've still got time in the transfer window, so we might have a couple of little sales here and there, but we have bought all the players we're allowed to buy. There's been some big transfers, as you can see here, in the world, with Aubameyang going to Barca, Gomez going to Bayern, and Dembele coming to Chelsea. But next episode, you will see one match per game all the way up to the 1st of January. So if you like this kind of content, if you think any of the transfers were good or I should have made any different transfers, leave them comments down below, and if not, make sure to subscribe to catch episode 2. See you next time.